welcome back to another episode of Blasian Bunny TV. So for today's episode, guys, we are going to be trying a diet that I heard about that I was kind of interested in it because they said that you can lose a lot of weight in a short amount of time. So it is the military diet. Let me give it a try. Let me see how it goes. A couple things that I want to point out as I'm actually going to be doing a pescatarian version of the military diet. For those who don't know, I'm pescatarian, and what that means is I don't eat any meat unless it is seafood. So things that live in the water, so fish, salmon, shrimp, lobster, crab, things of that nature, but I don't eat things like chicken, pork, beef. So I did alter this diet just a tad bit to go along with my eating habits. Another thing that I wanted to point out is during the duration of this video, you will see little small pop-ups. The app that I'm using is called Yuka. It is one of my favorite apps. I cannot grocery shop the same without using this app. This is not a sponsorship video. I just really enjoy this app. I'll leave a link in the description below. But basically you scan items in the grocery store and it tells you how healthy it is for you based on the ingredients listed on the back of the label. So it's really nice. It gives a score 0 to 100. 100 obviously is the best, healthiest that you can have. So when I'm grocery shopping and recommending certain items to you guys, I try to find the healthiest version of those items. They don't recommend that you do any vigorous exercises since it is a very strict caloric diet. You're not intaking a lot of calories. Your energy levels won't be as normal as you're used to, but they said that you can walk. So for the 3 days that I did this diet, I walked anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour. So all right guys, let's get started. Hey guys, so day one of the military diet, we're gonna do breakfast first. A slice of either 100% wheat or multigrain bread. So I have this Walmart brand organic, thinly sliced bread, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter or almond butter. This is the brand that I will be using. And then it also says that you could have half a grapefruit. I'm definitely not a grapefruit fan. So they said that I could substitute grapefruit for a glass of water and a teaspoon of baking soda. So I have my baking soda here, but if you like grapefruit, just eat a half grapefruit. And then for our drinks today, it says that you can either have water, a cup of black coffee. So the coffee that I like using is this Cameron's brand, vanilla hazelnut, or caffeinated green tea. So I have this one right here. Okay, and like I mentioned earlier, guys, I am not a grapefruit fan, so the substitution that they recommend was 8 ounces of water and a teaspoon of baking soda. So I know that this is an 8-ounce cup, but if you don't have something like that, you can just take a normal water bottle. There's 16 ounces in there, so half of the water bottle would be your 8 ounces. And then I'm gonna grab my measuring spoon here and do 1 teaspoon, and make sure it's teaspoon and not tablespoon. Make sure there's no B there. So here's breakfast. Okay, now on to the baking soda water. I'm really nervous to see how this is going to taste because I've never tried it before, and I'm not a fan of grapefruit, so hopefully it doesn't taste anything like that. So it tastes kind of weird, but it's not bad. This is definitely way better than eating a grapefruit in my opinion, so I could drink all of this any day. Yeah, it just tastes weird, but it's definitely doable. Okay guys, so I just got done with breakfast, and for some reason I'm looking at breakfast. Obviously for me it was just like a piece of toast with the peanut butter and then a cup of coffee and the baking soda water. I thought that I was gonna be super hungry afterwards, but just now finishing it, I actually don't feel hungry at all. I guess I'm satisfied to a certain extent. So I don't know if that's just because I just ate the food. But I guess as the day goes on, I will check back in with you guys. I also forgot to mention earlier that you can have as much water, black coffee, or caffeinated tea as you want, as long as you're not using any cream or sugar. So I guess if I get hungry throughout the day, I'll just continue to drink more water. I'll check back in with you guys at lunchtime. Alrighty guys, so we're at lunchtime. It's approximately 3:30 now, so it's been about 3-4 hours since I had breakfast. So what we are going to do this time is have one piece of multigrain bread, the same that I used for breakfast this morning. It says that we can have 4 ounces of tuna. So I have the Starkist here. It says that you can't use any mayo at all, but it does say that you can use garlic salt, pepper, and honey mustard. I don't have any honey mustard, unfortunately. And I'm also gonna have green tea with this meal. I do have a food scale, so since these are 2.6 ounces, I'm going to weigh it out to make sure that I have exactly 4. And I'm also going to try my best to jazz this tuna up as much as I can. So I'm going to try to put it in a skillet. Hey guys, I also wanted to show you that I did use a very little bit of butter so that the tuna doesn't stick to the can, as well as this mixed garlic. It's only 5 calories because the recipe did say that we could use garlic. So there we have it guys. Here's our lunch. We have a piece of toast, the tuna that I seared on a pan, added garlic salt, pepper, and a little bit of that honey ginger vinaigrette, as well as green tea, no sugar, and then of course I will have some water as well. I had to double check the meal plan to make sure I didn't miss anything, but yeah, this is all it is, a piece of toast and tuna. So hopefully this gets me through dinner. Okay guys, so I just got done with lunch. Again, I kind of feel very similar to what I felt like this morning for breakfast. A little like, doesn't seem like a lot of food, but when I actually ate it, I somehow feel satisfied. So hopefully this lasts me until dinner. I do feel like I did use a little bit too much garlic salt, so if I have to use the tuna again, I would be more light-handed. But other than that, it wasn't so bad. I will say that the tuna was a little dry because I like mine with mayonnaise and relish, but for the purpose of this diet, it wasn't so bad after all. So I will check back in with you guys at dinner time. Okay guys, I'm back here for dinner. It's approximately 7 o'clock. So what's on the menu tonight is 3 ounces of meat. So since I'm pescatarian, I decided to do shrimp, as well as a half a cup of green beans, a small apple, a half a banana. You also get a 1 cup of vanilla ice cream. So I decided to get this one because it was the best out of all the healthiest quote unquote ice cream out of all the options at the store. I'm going to be using the lemon to flavor the shrimp, as well as garlic powder, pepper, and Old Bay seasoning. Okay guys, so here's dinner. I have my half a cup of green beans, my 3 ounces of shrimp, an apple, and then for the banana, half of the banana, I decided to put that inside of the vanilla ice cream to kind of make it a little extra special. And then I'm going to just have water today, so. Hey loves, so we are finished with day 1 of the military diet. I've had breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My thoughts so far on this first day is I'm actually pretty surprised. I thought that I was going to be a lot hungrier than I was based on the amount of calories that I was consuming. However, I do feel like I did get hungry quicker than I normally would. I feel like maybe about 2 hours would go by and then my stomach would be growling. So then I'm like, okay, well, let me do the next meal. I also feel like based on the amount of calories that I consumed, I could have done more fun options to get the same amount of calories. Like I feel like this diet is very basic. Overall, so far, I think I'm off to a good start. I feel like when I was getting hungry or had cravings, I would just grab a bottle of water and that would hold me over until the next meal. So far, so good. I wouldn't say that I'm looking forward to the rest of it, but I will check back in with you guys starting tomorrow morning. Good morning, everyone. So we're day 2 of the military diet. Just got done walking for an hour, but now we're ready for breakfast. So it says that we can have another piece of toast. So I'm using the same bread that I did yesterday. 1 egg, any style. So I'm most likely gonna scramble it, I think. Half a banana, and then I'm also going to have my Cameron's vanilla hazelnut coffee. Alrighty guys, so here we have it. We have our multigrain bread toast. We have 1 scrambled eggs with some garlic onion seasoning in it, half a banana, and our black coffee. Hey guys, so I just got done eating breakfast. My experience is a little bit different today. I feel like yesterday when I was eating, I felt pretty satisfied. However, after eating breakfast today, I'm still a little hungry. My normal breakfast when I'm not doing this military diet is usually 2 eggs, And then I incorporate some vegetables in there, like some red onion, some tomatoes, a little bit of cheese, as well as a piece of toast and a couple of strawberries. So it wasn't too far off from what I usually eat, but I don't know, I still feel kind of hungry. So I guess I'll have to wait until lunch and drink a lot of water until then. Hey loves, it's about 2 o'clock and I'm hungry, so we're going to make lunch. 5 saltine crackers, 1 egg, as well as it's supposed to be a cup of cottage cheese, but you can replace it with another cheese. So I'm going to use this shredded cheese. And then I'm also going to add this garlic, onion, pepper, and minced garlic to my scrambled egg. Okay guys, so I just got done eating lunch for today and I am totally dissatisfied, unfortunately. That did not hold me over at all. I'm already hungry. I'm already thinking about what's for dinner. So day 1 was cool, but day 2 I'm really struggling. So I'm gonna just continue drinking my water, trying to curb my appetite, and a couple more hours I'll make dinner. Hey guys, this is what we have for dinner tonight. The recipe, the meal that is for tonight says that you're supposed to have 2 hot dogs, but I don't eat hot dogs, so I'm going to be subbing 2 hot dogs for 2 portobello mushrooms, and then also 1 cup of broccoli, a half a cup of carrots, and I'm using these organic rainbow baby carrots. I'm going to be using the soy sauce, garlic, and pepper to season the mushrooms, half a banana, as well as a half a cup of ice cream, and then finishing it off with some green tea. Okay guys, so I've already cleaned and washed my vegetables. I actually took the portobello mushrooms and took out the gills and removed the stems. I've also washed the carrots and the broccoli with my fruit and vegetable wash, so I did that, and now I'm just going to get these chopped up, and I decided that I'm probably going to make this into like some type of stir fry in a skillet. Alrighty guys, so this is what I have for dinner, what I came up with. So this is the sauteed carrots, mushrooms, broccoli, half a cup of ice cream. Then I cut up the bananas, the half banana, and put it in the ice cream. And then I'm also going to be having water with this. So here is dinner. Hey guys, so technically I'm recording this on day 3. However, I didn't get to check in with you guys yesterday night after I ate dinner. I was actually on my way to a friend's house, so I decided to pack my dinner up and leave and eat when I got there. I honestly really liked dinner. I loved how the mushrooms, the carrots, and the broccoli mixed really well with each other. So I would definitely take that recipe and use it for like a future meal whenever I feel like having mushrooms. But that was really good to me. I do feel like it wasn't enough to fill me up all the way, but it was really tasty. And then of course the ice cream and the bananas is always a treat as well. After day 2 of the military diet, I realized that I was like really bloated and really gassy, and I'm not one to really feel that way often. So I'm assuming that it's coming directly from this diet. I'm not sure if it's like the ice cream, like put a lot of dairy and cheese and eggs, but I did feel bloated. So it's day 3 and I just got done walking for 45 minutes, just got out the shower, so I'm about to prepare breakfast for the last and final day. I'm so excited that this is almost over, but I'm not excited because looking at the menu today is very, very scarce. There's not a lot of food. So I feel like for the diet, day 1 was the most calories and it keeps going down in calories as the days go on. So last day, looking forward to it. So, all right, let's get started with breakfast. All right, guys, so here's breakfast. Not very much. We're gonna have 5 saltine crackers. It says a slice of cheddar cheese. I don't have a slice, but I do have shredded, a small apple, and then a cup of green tea with no sugar. I guess the only good thing about this breakfast is I don't have to take the time to cook it, but it is not very much. So, alrighty, guys, so here it is. I've been so hungry, so I guess I've been like looking forward to this to eat, but it's really only 5 crackers, an apple, and tea. But hey, last day, we're almost done, guys, so let's get to it. Hey loves, so here's lunch. This is our last day, day 3. It says that we can have a piece of toast, an egg, and I'm just gonna use butter, some seasoning. So again, the garlic and onion, pepper, and then actually minced garlic like we did in the previous days. And then you can have as much as green tea, black coffee, or water as you like. Okay guys, so unfortunately I lost the last bit of the 3rd day dinner footage. I'm really sorry for that, but it was very similar to some of the recipes that I already did in previous days. Okay guys, so let's get into it. I'm gonna give you guys the pros and the cons of the military diet, and at the end I'm gonna let you know if I would recommend this to anyone. So let's go over the pros first. For the pros of this diet, I feel like it really helped me with portion control, especially for the first day. I think the breakfast was like a piece of toast and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and I'm like, there's no way that I'm gonna even be full. After I actually ate that breakfast, I wasn't as hungry as I thought I was. So I feel like during this diet, it taught me that you don't have to eat a lot to feel full. Another thing I liked about this diet is it definitely helped me with my sugar control. I am a coffee lover. I drink coffee every single day, but I'm also that person that puts a lot of cream and sugar in my coffee. So I think with this diet, it kind of forced me to try the coffee and the tea without the sugar. I wouldn't say that I would drink coffee without sugar or cream going forward, but for the tea that I was using, the green tea matcha tea, I actually enjoyed it without sugar. So I think it's kind of cool that I now know that I can drink that without adding the extra sugar. Another thing I enjoyed about this diet is I kind of had to get creative with some of the recipes. For example, I believe it was dinner for day 2 when I had the mushrooms, carrots, and veggies. I kind of, since there wasn't a lot to work with, I kind of had to like use my brain and get really creative on how I was going to make this taste yummy. And after doing that, I actually would incorporate that recipe in my daily day-to-day life. So this diet definitely makes you think on your toes. Last but certainly not least, another good thing about this diet is over the course of 3 days, I was able to lose 6 pounds. So of course, I do think that weight loss, if that is your goal, that's definitely a good thing to lose 6 pounds in only 3 days. Another pro to this diet is since I got hungry more often because I wasn't eating as many calories, it forced me to drink more water. And I feel like drinking more water, I learned that your body doesn't know the difference between when you're hungry and thirsty. So it's better to drink water before actually eating because you'll consume less calories. This is a very basic diet. So I feel like for the calories that were given to me in that day, I could have found healthier or more exciting meals than what was given to me. Like for example, one day they gave us 5 saltine crackers and cheese. And it's just like, it really sucked basically. It sucked really bad. And I feel like based on like vegetables don't have very many calories. So I could have found a lot of different recipes for the same amount of calories that were more flavorful and more filling and not leaving me left hungry. Another thing is I feel like this diet had a lot of dairy. It had cheese, it had ice cream, it had eggs, and I feel like over the course of the 3 days, especially on day 2 and day 3, I felt really bloated, and I never feel that way. So I'm guessing it was directly tied to this military diet. So I didn't enjoy the bloatiness. And last con of this military diet is overall, I was just not a happy camper. It was not fun. I didn't enjoy it overall. It sucked. So with the pros and the cons, would I recommend the military diet to you folks out there? I would have to say no. I would not recommend this diet to anyone personally. Don't get me wrong, there were a few pros to the diet, but overall I wouldn't be like, oh, do this, do that. I know some people think it's worth it because you're able to lose so much weight in a short period of time, but it is not a fun diet. So I would not recommend this to anyone, and I would never in my life do it again. So that's it, guys. If you liked this video, this vlog, definitely let me know below in the comments of what you want to see next. Also give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.